you've ever seen before. Alrighty. What the fuck? Oh. That would be why. Select existing. This one. Coming at you. Why are you not working? That one. Oh, I think I selected the wrong one, that's why. Right, is that working? Yeah, killer. That's working. Been working on the railroad. Fuck, I really want a 4K camera, hey. It's gonna look so much better. I get those goosebumps every time you come around. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Just chuck it on TikTok as well. Kind of CBF. Alright. Fully sick. Alrighty guys, let's let's do a quick run through of the parts again. So we're building a new AM5 PC for a customer. So yeah, we've got the MSI motherboard. We're using the Ryzen 5 7600 CPU and the AMD RX 7800 XT. Alrighty. Just lay that on that bag. I'm so used to motherboards coming with a pre-installed IO shield, but this one does have it different separately. So let's not forget to put that in. Wi-Fi antennas. Might just bring out the instructions just in case. M.2 screws. More M.2 screws. Cool. Symphony. Da 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 bum ba dum bum bum. Alrighty, let's get that up on here. Let's peel off this. Alright, first things first, we are going to start on the M.2 drive. Got my little screwdrivers here. Undo this M.2. Cool, alrighty. Move the tape from the pad. Now this M.2 does come with like a it's like a film heat sink on top. It's like a little like graphene tape. So we'll pull that off because that's just not required. Alright, that's all locked in there. Put this heatsink back on. Cool. M.2 is in. Next thing we're going to do is I think we're going to open up the AIO first. I've installed one of these before, but it's been a while, so I'm just going to get the right brackets out. Make sure. There we go. Because yeah, we'll have to change the brackets across over the motherboard. Little accessory box. And then that is the pump. Comes with the Arctic MX6 paste. One of the top pastes you can use, so good option. Alrighty, so we have these little brackets. Now we need to install the standoffs, so pre-installed brackets come out. Motherboard backplate will drop, so hopefully the box I've got behind it holds it in place enough. Which it is, so that's good. Was there a little instruction booklet in there? No, there wasn't. Ah, another little case. Teebs, what's going on, bro? Ah, there it is. Oh, no, that's the LGA bracket. I thought, oh yeah, duh, because they come with the LGA one. They don't come with the AM5 one. Apparently, it also doesn't come with instructions. That's so good. So, I pretty much know what I'm doing here anyway. That goes in there. You ease my mind, you make everything feel fine. Nice. Bum bum ba da da da. Oh, that'll be for the LGA. I was like, why is it giving me that? I would have preferred to see some better standoffs. They're all for the fans. It's interesting. The standoffs are kind of like just hollow. Like they don't have a nice little seat in them. Cool. Alright. They tighten up nice. That's all good. We have to get the CPU in first anyway. Before I put it on that right side. So many questions. I should have brought a knife in. Alright, CPU we're chucking in is the Ryzen 5 7600. It is the non-X because there was like a, I think, $40 or $50 difference. And a slight bit of tweaking and this can output same performance anyway. Plus it is a 1440p build, so mostly GPU bound anyway at that point. Right. Cool. CPU's in. Yeah, I definitely expected some slightly better standoffs for this bracket. Especially because Arctic is so good at everything else. Yo, Sander, what's going on, bro? New account? Does that mean a new sub for me, bro? Does that mean a new sub? Fuck yeah. Or did you just change your name? Alrighty, so far we've got the M.2 in, we've got the CPU in there, we've got the two brackets for the CPU cooler, so that is all good to go. Next, we will chuck on, I think, the CPU cooler. It'll be easier trying to put it on beforehand, and then I think we'll do the RAM after that. Here we have the chonkiest AIO ever. Shit is crazy, bro. 38mm radiator. Absolute beast. Alright, I'm gonna have to probably stand up for this part. We'll see. Let's do a quick dry test here. Nice. That's all good, that'll work. Oh, okay, so it's got like a leaf spring kind of design. Yeah, instead of like an actual spring washer or something built onto the screw there, it's actually got, yeah, just like a bit of metal that flicks up and you've got to like push it down. That's how it maintains the pressure. Interesting. Alright, just gonna get this thermal paste on. It's a lot not runnier, but it's I guess, yeah, a lot runnier than the Cryonaut Extreme that I usually use. But always make sure, peel the plastic off the copper plate. Try and get that straight on the screw so we don't go spreading anything. Couple turns on that screw. Yep, that's locked in. Couple turns on that one. Let's rotate back and forwards across the when will we get another gaming stream? Yeah, look, bro, sorry. I've been I had a very busy weekend. I even took Monday off work to do like the rest of my landscaping around the house. So yeah, I've unfortunately been very busy doing that. But also I'm only doing the zombie camo grind at the moment, so it is kind of a bit boring. But like, yeah, I've just been like gaming on and off like throughout the day kind of thing lately, like over the weekend. So yeah, I didn't bother starting up a stream. Then last night I didn't start till late. And I've only been playing like 2 hours, so yeah, I do need to definitely like jump back on the stream. And then I think this Saturday I'm out as well, so like yeah, it's been crazy. Alrighty, so this actually has a fan built into this part as well that blows directly on the motherboard, so that's what one of these cables will be connecting. This kind of, get that one in. Now, from memory, I can either use this or because that's the RGB, so that's going to be the RGB for the front cover. So that's all good, and then that also has the RGB cable that runs up here. Because yeah, this is one of the only AIOs that actually has the cable through the mesh tube here. Just keep it all nice and snug. That's actually come out, but I'll make sure that's all in when I put it in. Keeps it all looking neat. So what I might do, how many fan headers does this have? Because that has a splitter for those. CPU fan, yeah, okay. So I'll actually unplug that one. It also comes with a cable to control the pump speed separately, the fan speed separately, and then the fan that's in here separately as well. So we'll chuck that one in because this motherboard does have enough outputs for it. Some motherboards don't have enough output, so you just don't do it. You just do them all controlled at the same same speed. See you, Sander. Catch you, bro. Alright, pump. Chuck the pump on. VRM, so that's just going to go into system fan 1. That is a loud, tiny fan, so you definitely don't want that just screaming its head off. And then just the CPU fans, well, they're radiator fans. Alrighty. That's going to look a little bit messy for now till we finish up with the cable management. And what I might actually do, I might put that front cover on now. Yeah, so pretty much it's just magnetic, has a few, is it on the back? Oh no, there it is there. My bad. Has a few contacts on the back here that just magnet on. Let's get that up in the camera, have a bit of a nice look at that. Yeah, so there you go, that will sit something like that in the board. In the case. Quite a large cover for sure. I didn't actually think it was that big, but yeah, it's very chunky. This whole thing is chunky. It's insane. It's actually like ridiculous. Yo, Nitro, what's going on, man? You have the same case, really? The Antec C5? Alright, next we're going to get this RGB header on, which the closest one... Is there a nice one? So got one down there. Got one at top. I'll just run it up top with the others. We'll go top. And then that will wrap. Might not plug that in yet because I think we might be able to route that a little bit better once we're in the case. Alright, I'm going to have a quick clean up here. Yo, Nitro, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Alrighty, next up we have the RAM, which is the Team Group T-Force Delta RAM. 6,000 mega transfers, 32 gigabyte, so perfect choice. Looks cool, doesn't cost too much, and performs extremely well. Alrighty, so on this one we want to use A2 and B2, which is good because that's going to give us more room between the CPU cooler and the RAM. Alright, click, click, click. Alright, RAM is in. We are good. Alrighty. Well, GPU can go very last. We can get that out of the way. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slide this over here. Get these parts, put them in a little box for later. Now, what we might do is open up this power supply actually. Just get out the cables that we need. There we go. I have a ridiculous amount of PC boxes here. Alright, the all-important cable ties. Right, this has, yes, this is a dual 8-pin CPU power. So we have the 24-pin main power. They have the PCIe 8. We don't need that one. We won't need SATA power. That is another, that's a pigtail, which hopefully we won't need to use. We shouldn't need to. That is the, oh, that's the 16-pin for the 40 series. Don't need a SATA either. And then we have, so be CPU power. Yep, CPU and more CPU. Yes, cool. So I need those. That, I'm going to have to use one pigtail cable, which is annoying. We won't use the pigtail, we'll just cable tie it back. Not quite as neat, but there's not many that come with 3 separate cables. I think you have to get like 1,000 watt before you get that. Alrighty. Power supply. We are going to, let's have a look at the case first, see what the best way about this is going to be. Alrighty, so I've got a few thumb screws here, which are done up too tight for thumbs. Just crack them. That should, yep, take the glass off. Another 2 at the back for the back panel. And we have a little box of goodies in here. And the twist is right at the bottom, which is really annoying. Oh. Oh, really shit spot to put the twist. There we go, I got it out. Little box of goodies, which let's suss what they give us. First time building with Antec, so couple of cable ties and just some screws. Nothing crazy. I think Fantech still hold the best case accessory kit that I've ever had before. So. Alright, now, this does come with 7 pre-installed fans. They all look like they are on exhaust at the moment. I'm going to quickly look up the case, just in case any of these are reverse blade. Oh, I can probably tell by looking at them, to be honest. Yes. Oh. Yes, they are. So they should be reversed, and so should the bottoms. if my mind is working properly. Antec a C5. I'm just going to double check, just as long as I've got it in writing, you know. But it does look like they are a reverse blade, so... blah, blah, blah. 6 reverse fans. Yes. Cool. Awesome. That's pretty good for such a cheap case. Now they do all go to a fan controller, but I might hook them up to separate inputs. We'll see. Actually, since there is a fan controller, I will need a SATA power. This is actually not just a splitter, this is actually a full fan controller, so I will be able to do it all off one input. That's crazy. That's very, very busy cable management from them. Pretty shitty actually, but you know, you got a cheap case when they still have the little 2-pin and single pin front panel connectors. Cool, not too bad. Let's get the power supply in. I do like that they've got the power supply a little bit higher up in this. Sorry guys, I would have some like music playing in the background, but for YouTube copyright reasons, unfortunately, I cannot. Alrighty, she don't really like it when she needs me, yeah. Said I'm into it. Said she wanna fuck me later, girl, I'm into it. Alrighty, we're just going to quickly plug some cables into the power supply here. Make sure they're nice and tight. This should be the CPU one. Yes, CPU. That's the PCIe. That'll be the GPU. If I can find the hole. There we go. That was too much of a struggle. Alrighty. They are all in. We will need a SATA power for the fan. Alrighty, cool. Now what we're going to do is get this on its back. Alrighty. Let's not make the mistake. IO shield. I think that doesn't want to sit properly. She don't really like you when she needs you. Interesting. It is fully pressed in. Yo, Toast, what's going on? What are the specs? So we've got a MSI B650 motherboard with DDR5 6000, 32 gigs of. We've got the Ryzen 5 7600 and the not RTX, the RX 7800 XT for the GPU. So awesome 1440p build. Should definitely keep him happy. What I might actually do is click my chat over here. What about the case? It's an Antec C5. First time I've ever built an Antec case. Bit on the cheaper end. It's definitely not a very solid case. It's quite, I guess, like skeleton-y. It's very like just basic. Does have a built-in fan controller, 7 pre-installed fans. It does have magnetic mesh filters, so that's like a huge plus. Really, really good for cleaning. Yeah, and then we've got the Arctic Liquid Freezer AIO. So he's got the best fans where it matters. They're on the cooler, CPU cooler, so... Oh, now we're looking a bit better. I don't think this has a locating pin. Yeah. Usually these cases have like a built-in... Yeah, it is a very solid build. Yeah. Usually the cases like have like a little locating pin for the motherboard. But instead this only has screw holes, so... Just little things like that you just don't get in these more budget cases, but nothing crazy. Out of all the things you can cheap out on, it's definitely the case. What about yourself, Toast? You got a PC or? Just trying to get one in to locate it. Like Lego's P. Yeah. Looking to build on? Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice. Where are you located? You in Australia? Or you in like somewhere else? But don't know if you're gonna game much. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for casual gamers, oh yeah. So you do use your PC for like a lot of like productivity kind of stuff then, or? Coding is your main focus. Yeah, okay. Um, because one option you could do then, is if you go AM5, so you don't need to get a GPU straight away. You could go something like a 8700G, so the APU. If you get that's got a GPU in it equal to like a 1060, so it's enough to like do a little bit of 1080p gaming on if you need to like do a bit of gaming, or if you don't want to like spend on the graphics card yet. But yeah, the 8700G, really good option APU for that. I don't have much experience as far as the coding side, well, any really experience as far as the coding side goes, so 32 is definitely a minimum I would go for. You could always add 2 more sticks later, so I'd probably go 2 sticks of 16. You can add more later, so like I've got 4 sticks of 16 now for like just looks. One thing that's really annoying me about this case, which you'll see when I stand it up, is the exhaust fan at the back is covering the like big MSI logo on the heatsink. Bit annoying. Could potentially get rid of it. I might actually send a picture to the client and see if he wants to. Well, alrighty. I mean, true, the 8700, yeah. You mean if you were to add like a GPU later? I personally I haven't actually looked as to, because the only 8700G build I've helped build was like a pure office PC where they know like where they like there wasn't a chance of it getting used as like a gaming PC. So I didn't really look into that, to be honest. But yeah, that's the only one that I've actually helped build. Now, really shit thing is, I can't get to any of the bottom panel connectors without taking these fans out. Yeah. I literally can't plug anything into the bottom until I take these fans out, so that's going to be annoying. Why don't I install that later? I just prefer like chucking it on the motherboard before I put it in. I've done it both ways. I definitely prefer putting it on first. But the issue is the pre-installed fans at the bottom is my issue. The AIO is fine. Like that's chill as right now. That's not going anywhere. I've already done most of the top panel connectors. Well, the top connectors. I've just sort of chuck in the CPU power and then the AIO can go on. I always go to get so tongue twisted when I say that. I'm just like there. Alright, cool. Now those fans are out the way, we're all good. Alright, because these... Alright, I'm just going to cable tie. Before I stand this up, I'm just going to cable tie these. Such a fiddly little spot. Nice, that's looking good. That is looking real good. Did I go for a modular PSU? Yeah, man, always. My go-to is the Corsair RMEs. For 1000 watt builds, I really like the Fantex. The Fantex V2. Like the AM5 V2. That's what I got in my own rig. I'm just going to get my little snippers. Wondering. Yeah, I mean, if like I've done Australia before, like anywhere in Australia is like easy. But yeah, international is just not worth it. That'd just be silly as far as like from anyone else's. Like yeah, it just costs too much for you guys, well, for anyone to do it. Like I think for me to like with insurance to ship to like anywhere in Australia, it's like max 250 to send it. It's $100 for warranty. Well, insurance, which is kind of needed when you're sending like 4 grand's worth of materials, depending on the build, obviously. But one I sent to Queensland, they damaged in transit and it was insured, so they covered it and we actually got more money out of it. So it's definitely a need. Alrighty, we're just going to stand this bad boy up. This case does have a really cool like angled front glass panel. Looks pretty cool. Little sets it apart, at least from like a lot of other cases. Right, so first thing we're going to do is get the CPU plugged in. That way we can get that AIO in and really start tidying up that top section. Like a licorice strap. Hello. What's going on?
I just weeded the garden.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. Low. Alrighty. Now the only other thing that I wanted to do, what's my personal rig? So I've got an AM5 build. I'll show you in the camera in a sec. It's a 7900 XTX with a 7950 X3D. I did have a 7800 X3D, but just because my streaming and stuff like that, the 7950 X3D like blows it out the water. So like it's just way better in every way. So I did upgrade to that, like I think probably like a year in. Definitely don't definitely worth it for sure. But it is, I got so much rubbish in front of it at the moment, but I'll try and get a bit of a look for you. Yeah, so we've got a vertical GPU in there. It's the Vantex NV7 case, 12 fans, Leanne Lee obviously. So yeah, it's pretty fancy build. Not right now. Now, where was I? RGB cable. Full of the RGBs. Let's... I'm actually going to take that through there. GPU looks diagonal out. Yeah, so it is, so instead of being like vertical, it's like on like a slight angle out. Just to give it a bit, so it gives the bracket that I got goes all the way to 30 degrees. So yeah, it's slightly tilted, probably about 25 degrees at the moment. It just gets the fans away from the glass a bit further, helps the airflow. Plus, it looks a bit different. Everyone's got, well, not everyone, but a lot of people have verticals, but a lot of people don't have the angled. So yeah, I just wanted something slightly different. Squeaky, squeaky. Right, we're gonna get a cable tie on that, and then that AIO is ready to go in. Yeah, actually we're gonna put that cable tie around that little loop. This case is like got open gaps everywhere, so it's like, I feel like you don't see it. Nah, I most definitely have done one, my man. I nearly missed it though, just because like, Most higher end boards all have it built in. But yeah, it is definitely on there. It's just very shiny, so it does actually look like it isn't there actually. You are correct. But it is a chrome, not a black one, so but yeah, it is just reflecting my lights at the moment. While we've got this turned around, we might actually try getting some more cables through. There for the GPU, so we won't do those yet. We'll get this 24 pin out the way, hopefully. ITX build. I just don't see the point, like, especially for a home, for home use anyway. If I was to like build one that I was using, because I do actually want to build a second PC either as a streaming PC or just to host like my servers on. Like if I do like an Arc server or like Valheim server or shit like that, Power World server. So I was thinking about building actually an ITX for that. But I prefer just going like a smaller MATX, so I can still get like a good like 5 or 7 fans in the case and actually have like decent airflow happening still. Like an ITX, you're gonna have, like, yeah, it's all well and good getting like a certain motherboard, a certain case, but then you gotta have like a certain GPU, certain power supply. Where if you just gotta go a MATX build, how does that look from the front? Ooh. Oh, hello. Closest cable tie loops like there. It's not too bad, to be honest. I think if I put one there. She don't really like it when she see. Nice. That's nice and snug. That's actually not too shabby at all. Alright, GPU and GPU. This case just has openings everywhere. Now, one good thing though, it's just like, this is going to be just a normal GPU, man. Just normal, straight in the slot. One good thing is it just has this like massive hole underneath the power supply. which is where I'm going to take all my SATA power down to, because that's for your 2.5 inch hard drives and shit, or SSDs. That will need an RGB and a PWM, but the controller needs SATA power. Just going to plug that in, then hopefully untangle that. Fold that up nicely. Should be able to feed that. Back up there. That's just going to tuck behind there. Cool. Yeah, so CPU power's in. That needs to get tied in now, so put a nice little loop coming off the motherboard. Probably actually one of the easiest cases I've ever done a cable management in. Just like the whole thing's just like open. Like usually like the little cable budget on our 750. So where are you from? I even helped a guy build a PC, like talked him through it like step by step, like he was in Malta. I like, yeah, help people all over the world, really. It's pretty crazy. That's actually got a slight twist in it. We're just going to unplug that for a second. Eastern Europe, yeah, right. Oh yeah, Romania, cool. Well, I appreciate you tuning in all the way from Romania, man. Yeah, I usually like promote going AM5. You know how to do it, yeah. But like AM4 is still like a very solid option. It's just non-upgradable really, which is the only annoying thing. But still very good option. Yeah, I remember when I was helping this guy in Malta, he had to order only from like Amazon, like Germany maybe? I think it was. Yeah, same thing for him, like his like tax kind of thing would be, it was like just crazy. Yeah, I mean, usually I say like anyone with a budget like that is like hell tight. I'm always like just try and buy a secondhand one somewhere. It's just hard because usually you don't get exactly what you want or something like that. That is looking awesome. I need to find another. Let's get this fan and RGB cable out the way. Can't find any good secondhand ones. Yeah, right. What about AM4 or even like an older Intel, like a 10th or like even 12th gen Intel? All right. I need another RGB header. Ah, that's all cool. Everything else is on the side or the bottom. And everything is looking freaking schmick. There's some good cable management going on here. Everything's nice and tidy in that. My cable management's better than the cable management of the fans that are already installed. Yeah, something like the what is that? 12100 or 12400? I can't remember. Like, like it's interesting actually because Intel's I think like a cheaper motherboard here. Yes, fan screws. 12700. Oh yeah, the higher one. Because I was looking at building like a server PC with like a 12400, I think. Right, we're gonna get this AAO secured. She is chunky. That's crazy, man. This thing is huge. Alrighty. Oh, we can go. Can we get it more towards the back? No. Front slots. This thing is insane, bro. It's actually crazy. So overkill for the CPU, but who cares? It's fucking awesome. I'll show you what I mean as well. I'll turn it around in a second. Actually, I could probably turn it around now. That way you guys can start seeing what it looks like. But yeah, so this part here, so the rear exhaust fan really covers up the heatsink, which I'm going to send that a photo of that to the client just to see if he wants to just fuck the fan off. We've got intake at the bottom, intake on the side, exhaust through here. The radiator's not going to get hot enough to keep the case warm anyway. So I think we'll be fine getting rid of that rear exhaust and just making it look that little bit nicer. Just thinking might not actually use the washers on these screws, because then I think like the magnetic filter will pop up a little bit too high. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we don't need the washers. We'll take the washers off. Has a 1 quarter with 2 gears. Oh, wow, man. That's crazy. Yeah, so like, see, any PC for you will just feel like insane. Like, you could literally build with like an AM4 like 3600, which is still like a beast of a CPU, really. Like if you build with like a B450 or even a B350, with a 3600, it's still just gonna feel like a million times better than that. I'm gonna, just while I've got it all open, I'm gonna send you a photo of this. Where is he? Here. You banned some of the pins on the motherboard. Damn. Alright, I sent that off to the guy. Hopefully he replies soon, and then that way, while I've got it all open, I can just get rid of that fan, and we'll make this look a lot cleaner. Alrighty, so next thing we're going to do is get all the plugs in down the bottom here. How many? Put a couple more screws up here, I reckon. Alrighty, that's in. That's nice and solid. That's beautiful. That's the wrong one. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful things. Alright, first thing we're going to do is do the audio connector, which is... I'm going to check the manual. Usually it's a little bit more... What the fuck? This doesn't have a motherboard layout on it. Oh, you have to scan the QR code. Do I install Windows on the PC as well? Yeah, sure do. Yeah, so I will warranty, download MSI. No. I don't want the membership app. I just want the board layout, bro. I'll just use Google. Freaking MSI, dude. I hate MSI. No, I don't. They're good, but they're fucking shit. MSI B650 gaming plus Wi-Fi. Like Asus is my favorite, or Asus, however you want to say it. La 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 da da dee dee. Specifications? Data sheet. Give it to me. Come on. Oh, that's literally just the data sheet. It's just gonna be difficult, isn't it? I don't want the quick installation guide. I just want to know the fucking... I swear to God, bro. MSI is annoying. Manual. Gaming plus Wi-Fi. CPU, RAM. Right, JFP1. There it is. Which is the front, bottom right. Which... this is my first PC. Yeah, the one I have now is my first one. I have always had an oh, actually, I lie. I had a family PC growing up. But this is my first PC. Because I like just had an Xbox, because just like a Series X, for example, is like, it was out at the same time as a 30 series graphics cards and stuff like that, and you had to spend like $3,000 to get like an equivalent PC. So yeah, it was just not worth building one back then, for me anyway. But yeah, once I got heavily into gaming and like streaming and stuff, then I was like, yeah, well, time to spend big. This is the first case I've had in a very long time that still has separate cables for a front panel. That's actually crazy. I hate it with a passion. There, HDD LED. Positive is on that side. Reset switch, which this obviously doesn't have. No, it doesn't. Alright, so no reset button on this. Okay. Next is audio connector. Or is it? Here we go. Overview of components. Oh, are you going to tell me which one's which? This is horrendous, bro. There. Audio one. I don't know if I can use these this motherboard sits very low and covers like a lot of the holes. H6 Flow, yeah, H6 Flow is killer. I've built in a H6, a H5, lots of H5s actually. Haven't done the new ones though, like the H7, like the 2024 model. I've done an NV5, NV7, lots of Leanne Lee. Oh yes, I can still get it through there. Nice. Fucking hell. USB, that one. Really interesting. USB 3 is down the very bottom, which is annoying because there's no holes at the bottom that's going to fix that. Don't really like the refresh. Yeah, I think the H7 refresh is not too bad. Now, this plug is way too big to fit in that hole at the bottom, so I'm going to have to do something a little bit tricky here. I'm going to make that come through that hole a different direction. Put a twist on it, and then that's going to scoop down. And go in there like that. Nice. We'll tidy that up after, once I get the fans in. Let's get those GPU cables up there. God, this is like... yeah, pretty much. It is. Alright, so I need that extra RGB cable, which is also down the bottom there. RGB's in there. Now I just need a good PWM. Where's System Fan 2? Oh, right there. Yeah, sick. I'm going that one. Yes, honey.
I need a screwdriver.
What screw? What type? Oh, Phillips head.
Just this one. I need help. Don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, well then don't.
It's all over the bedroom.
Oh, fuck. Alrighty, we're nearly up for the... What monitor do I use? So I have a... I've got a Samsung G7, which is like 3 or 4 years old now. I think the G6 is the equivalent, so it's the 1440p, 240 hertz. And then I've got a G5 as my secondary, which is still the current G5. Not going OLED. I'm waiting for like micro LED monitors to come out. Plus, I like 27. Because I sit so close, and most of the games I play, I mostly just play Warzone. So, like, I need 27-inch, and I love my curved monitors. So, 27-inch, high refresh rate, and yeah, if I was more into like RPG games or like single player games, I would probably go like a 34-inch ultra wide. But yeah, being just an FPS gamer, I haven't really felt the need to change. Okay, so we have all connections in. Yeah, so that's it. And he hasn't replied to me. So we're just going to leave the fan in there for now. Yeah, looking for TCL 4K. Yeah, see, mini LED is pretty good. Micro LED will be awesome. OLED's okay, but like there is degradation like over time. Like no, like even if you don't get like a burn-in image, they have a lot of degradation over like 3 to 5 years. Which if you're spending like $2,000 on a monitor, let's do about $2,000 here, 1,500 to 2,000. I want 5 years out of it. All right, so let's just quickly do this bit of a cable management here on these last cables we just did. So we've got that there. That as well. How much length's on that? That's all got enough length to come across. Alright, so you're just going to put all this, oh my god, into one cable tie here. Then slowly work it into a nice little group. Like, as easy as the cable management is in this case, like they've got plenty of cable tie loops and all of that, but because it is such an open case, like if you're looking from the front, you can see the cables. Like there's no like cable channels, which makes it easier to like cable manage, but kind of worse to look at from the front. Once the lights are on and stuff, like you're not going to see it, but I need to leave that loose, that bottom section for now, because after I put all these fans back in, I have one. Ooh, whew, I don't love that. That's actually really annoying. A series worth it? Definitely not. Definitely never less than a B. So usually USB 3.2 for the two USB ports on top. Most motherboards it's on the side here, so it's not an issue, but this one's actually on the bottom and it's hitting the bottom fan. I think it's going to need a 90-degree plug. Might just check Senecom. Let's check if I could pick one up tomorrow. I think it's USB. Is it 3.2? USB 3.2 90-degree motherboard adapter. So that's USB 3, not 3.2. The other one's 3.2. Scorptech have... Oh no. Looks like only... like Amazon... Oh no, Scorptech do have one. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, Muddy have one as well. Delivery sold out. Sick. Okay, well that's good to know for future. Very annoying for right now. I mean, Damn. So that one does USB-C. So his USB-C will work on top. He's got plenty of USBs at the back. 8 normal USBs. It's just his top ones aren't gonna work if I don't plug that in. I can make it work. We'll see. Cam Tumo, I don't know. Are they actually released as a thing yet? I thought they were just like a not prototype, but not an in production thing yet. She's stolen my fucking magnetic screwdriver now. I don't know. But this might be some kind of superstar. Can I get it to fit? Yes. Is it great? No. Yes, but apparently they... Yeah, I think when it equates to gaming, though, like, it's not going to be a noticeable difference, though. It's the same as, like, Intel being able to run, like, 7,000 or 8,000. Yeah, you'll get really good benchmarks and stuff. But when it comes to gaming, it's not going to make any difference. No, it's maybe, yeah. It'll go well with like a AMD Threadripper. Alright, I don't love how much it's kinking the USB cable. It's not putting like heaps of pressure on it, but I still don't love it. GPU time, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, we have unboxed this already and already put the fans on, but this is the XFX Magnet Air. So this actually has magnetic fan blades. I don't see that lasting a very, very long time. I don't know, because it relies on those contacts. But yeah, bit interesting, bit different. We got two bigger fans and then a smaller fan here. Very nice matte black finish though. Yeah, really, really fucking nice looking. These do have the magnesium backplate as well. Good at keeping your temps down. I think. That one's already off. Don't know why. They're flying off the heatsink. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because like it is in a downwards position, so like it's always kind of pulling away. I don't think it will fall off, but my thing is like because you've got the electrical contacts there, and that just connects with these suspended, it's like spring suspended contacts as well. And that's just gonna constantly spin around on like that track, like all the time. Yeah. Right, I need to get rid of the third and the fourth. Alright, she's in. That's not a lot of clearance. Now, do I want the cables over the top or under the bottom? For fires. Oh. Yeah, these cables definitely have to go over the top, I think, because otherwise they're just going to rest on the fans underneath. The annoying thing is one of them does have a pigtail, so I'm going to have to like try and hide that as best as possible. And I am not using a pigtail because you just shouldn't. My housemate's raging at COD in the other room. I've never built in a Montec. I have seen a lot of people build in a Montec case. I think Montec is kind of like our Antec. Cheaper case, looks good, comes with fans. But they are cheaper fans. I don't know the longevity of them. At least with these fans, like, so at the moment, the ones on the AIO are the Arctic P12 fans, probably like the second best fan you can possibly buy. So if the Antec ones ever die out, it's like $60 for a pack of 5 of the good ones. So pretty cheap, pretty easy fix. Yeah, personally, like if I'm doing a cheaper build, like I will just get P12 fans, and not buy a case with fans, just because, unless it's the H5. The H5 Flow RGB has all the fans pre-installed. That's my go-to budget case. But if you want a front glass panel, then you need something different. Like this customer, I showed him the... Yeah, see, I hate Corsair stuff. Like, I actually hate Corsair products. Their RAM is probably the only thing I will buy. But their IQ shit, especially, I don't know why so many people buy their AIOs. They look fucking shit, and their software is dog shit. Bit of an interesting one here. This is going to be hard. think I saw a sag bracket. Aha! Just because I did. Oh, anti-sag bracket. Oh yeah, their cases are nice. Yeah, you're right. Now, what am I going to do with this? Nothing, because it doesn't fit, because there's fans underneath. I need something to hold the sag. We could get rid of the front fan. Then I can get this in there. It's not ideal. We could get rid of the middle fan. That stops the USB. Yeah. If I get rid of the middle fan, that stops the USB cable being bent, and it also allows this to go in there. That's pretty easy to pull out later. Yeah, so it gives you like this little stand. So you undo that. And then it's just got like a little riser. And it's magnet underneath, so you can stick it under, and then that's just a rubber tip on it. But the issue is, yeah, the fans are all underneath, and there's only like that much room. So I'll see. I mean, it will be okay for now while I test it, and then I reckon once the customer picks it up on the weekend, I will go through it with him and be like, well, this is your options. It is what it is. But for now, I think we just need to tidy this up. That cable can get pushed back underneath. That one can go back in there. And that's the USB one. Is there another cable tie slot there? Oh, it's right at the bottom. That might be too low. I've never had a PC not work on me straight away, so let's hope we keep that streak running. Won't pull that cable tie too tight because that's got that USB cable through it. So for now, that is it. Alright, we're gonna get ready for its first power on. PSU switch, yeah. I'm probably gonna leave the glass off because if I put the glass on, it will have reflection from all my lights on my PC, so. Alrighty, I'm gonna put a slight angle on this. That should be everything. Alrighty. I don't know if these Antec stickers come off these fans. I don't think they do. But boom. Can hear the water going. That's good. Hopefully, so there's a bit of air in it at the moment. Should sort itself out in a second. Yeah, all in all, fucking beautiful. All the RGB's working. That's a good start. All the fans are going. Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll definitely look at getting rid of that one. I think it won't look as cramped then. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, air bubbles gone out of the AIO now. No more sound from that. Cool. Alrighty, well, great success. Looks good. Just gonna take a few photos of it and stuff. Hopefully. It's a bit hard on this angle. Let me just do it quick. Tidy up of this. So many screws. Like, the amount of PCs that I've built, I have so many leftover screws. It is insane. Because, like, the case comes with screws, and the motherboard will come with screws. And it's just like, ah. They usually, at least when I run out of screws, yeah, well. Yeah, usually there's enough room to put something under here. But that gap is, as you can see, extremely small. Being a 3 fan, it definitely needs something there though. But yeah, if we take that fan out, it's going to stop the it's going to stop the USB cable bending. It'll look a bit shit, where if you take the last fan out, it will look better. But the USB cable still bends. Yeah, so it's a bit of a tough one. But at least if you take the last one out, you can get a support, and you can see the back fan a bit better. And then, yeah, if we take that out, all the hot air is going to go mostly through there anyway, so I think we can get rid of that and there'll be, like, zero difference. Quite a spacious motherboard as far as, like, around here goes. Like, definitely probably could have, like, moved everything up in it. Yeah, and that USB-C, the USB 3 cable is in a very annoying spot. I'm gonna have to remember that in future. Cause yeah, I think keep in mind. Yes, in my case it would be okay because my fans are like a little bit lower again. Um, but yeah, any mid tower ATX, I think it's gonna run into an issue. But yeah, that is it for now. I'm just gonna chuck these aerials on. Then tomorrow we'll do all the drivers and everything. Get the BIOS updated, get all the Wi-Fi drivers on, install Windows. Download Black Ops 6 on it and start testing. Yo, thanks Toast, appreciate you staying around, man. You've been a really good supporter, appreciate it, enjoy. So take some photos of this. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is me done for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you tomorrow for some actual gaming.